Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Come on, come on, wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up!
Peace, peace, family. My brother Assad, brother Kareem, brother Obadiah. Welcome to Black Men's Dialogue. What we want to do is we want to enlighten the unenlightened through conscious discussions on certain topics that are killing and destroying black people in America. Also, what we want to do is we want to encourage progressive black thinking. Okay. Peace, my brother. Peace. Peace, my brother.
Peace and blessings be upon you, brother.
Yes, sir. Okay. This topic here. First, we're going to do a topic, and I want to call it the Great Divide. Okay. The second topic, we're going to go on just the views of the age brackets of sisters, where we might think they're at, our views and our experiences as well. I'm going to ask you, brother, can I start with this one?
Yes, go for it. Absolutely.
Yeah. I've got something on my mind. I want to speak to, well, we all want to speak to the brothers and sisters about this one especially. Real troubling, and I've been losing sleep over it for a couple of weeks, so I'm going to get right to it. I've been doing some research on YouTube, and there's literally a war going on between black men, black women, and black children. Disheartening. Yeah, I mean, I still can't believe it. However, it is what it is. So now we have to address it, and hopefully we can make some changes. First of all, you got two entities, man and woman, come from the Creator that procreate. How the hell can you hate each other? All these different, why black men hate black women, why black women hate black men. Makes no sense. Now, when will we learn that this is divide and conquer? Bottom line, systematic genocide on black people. There's no way in hell. Listen, at one time, well, from slavery, then we go to light skin versus dark skin. Then we go to black men ain't shit, deadbeat dads. Okay. Then we go to the female. How do you call it? It's the women's power movement type of thing, right? That's what we have now, somewhat. However, at the same time, we're at the point where you got deadbeat moms out here. You know what I mean?
Right.
So the divide is definitely here, and we have to understand that there's a reason for it, and what the reason is, and where it comes from, and we got to combat it, because at the end of the day, man, we ain't gonna be a faction at all in this world if we can't get it together. Because if you ain't got no family, I mean, come on, the households is broken.
Yes.
Now it's to the point where you got the sisters. Some of them are dating other sisters.
Yes, absolutely.
These brothers are dating other brothers. So therefore, the the productivity, I say reproduction, slacking now. It's slacking now. Now, what I do want to say is, we got to wake up. Now, at the end of the day, realize what you're doing. We got a lot of women now, they falling victim to this family court system. So what they're doing is they're trying to take these children away from the fathers that are willing. So this is a little personal for me, directly and indirectly, because I know, and we all know, everybody knows, plenty of brothers that are going through this shit.
Right.
Okay, women can't say that you love your children and you're trying to take them away from their fathers. There's no way, because you know that they need that love as well.
Right.
You know what I mean? So with your selfish feelings, you're overlooking what the child needs.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Right.
There's no way.
Right.
What you must do is put your feelings aside. We always talk about it, whereas though, once you put yourself in a position to be a parent, the children comes first. That's the bottom line. So I don't care what you feel about that man or what have you. Hey, listen, that child, young dude or young girl, he or she still needs the father there. If he's a deadbeat cat and he don't want to do it, that's a different story.
Right.
Okay, he's gonna learn his lesson later on in life,
Mm-hmm.
and he won't get no blessings. But the brothers that are there, willing, and are fighting, come on, it doesn't make much sense at all. And you have to start to realize this. I'm gonna go to you, brothers, and I'm gonna rant a little bit more later. It's discombobulating to me, man. We got to get it together. What do you think about it, brother?
Man, it's a loaded question here, bro. But man, like I just was thinking, my mind was racing a miles a minute. I didn't want to cut you off. Like, I wish I had a notepad while you was talking. Like I could have preserved some of my thoughts. But
Take your time, brother.
yeah, man, it's dicey, man. We got so many, so much ingrown disrespect amongst ourselves, man. We can't even realize it. Like, how's we divided? Why? I'm just saying it's rhetorical in how I'm posing the question, because, like, look, I think, like, man, like, we don't know who we are as a people. And I think this suffers from it. You know what I'm saying? And the people who are in tune with who we are, rather than how you look at it, you a little bit more grounded. And I think that's the people that's fighting is the people that's lost. When you want to hold a child and do this and do that, and like my kid's mother, seeing her in a messed up position is going to put my son in a messed up position. No way around it. If the father's in a messed up position, psychologically, emotionally, however, messed up position. And my theory is when two elephants fight, the ground suffer. And people don't understand this, man. Like, and it's crazy. You talking about like not hating and not liking the other sex, cause like to every woman in the world, black, white, or whatever, you have to feel disrespected when America says the woman of the year is a man with a dick. Caitlyn Jenner is the woman of the year. To the lowest crackhead woman in the world, to the richest family woman, none of these meet the criteria for women. You give it to a man with a penis who injected boobs and got his face reconstructed that resemble, or then says he's and at the same time says he's attracted to women. Cause like we gotta put it together. This is what I'm saying. You're not grounded culturally. This is the stuff you fall into, man. It's like people we're absent-minded. Like, you know what I mean? It's almost like it's a minstrel show amongst ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Like the stuff that we gravitate to. The stuff when I hear conversations from like even brothers, like the conversations be so absent-minded. Like, I know people claim to possess themselves to be like working with poor people, and when they get around their friends and family, they talk bad about them. How you gonna be a social worker and then you go in somebody's house and they're not in such a good position, or the heat ain't on or something like this, and then you get amongst your friends and you berate and make fun of this person's condition? Like, where's your compassion at? You know what I'm saying? So it's just like the absent mindedness totally just blanking in the community. And it's like sisters, man, they hold on that gossip. They be worse at it, man. And that's when I look into a woman, man. Like, I see how they interact with their own friends. Like, they won't take a principled stance against their own friends. And like with me, I take a stance against anybody. If it's gonna put our friendship in limbo, I don't care. If it's a matter of a principle and being a sound man, you know what I'm saying? So I look for a sister rather than gonna put you in opposition of your friends or not. If you gonna fall out the circle, so be it. But if you took a principled stand, then that's the type of woman I look for. And I heard brothers physical characteristics is important, but like I need a woman of high esteem of integrity. I know if I'm in a jam, she got my back. And like you say, she's not looking or swaying. Nobody can sway her against me. She's loyal to the T. Cause I'm like that. Like somebody tell me my man did this and that, I'm gonna need video footage. Because this ain't the person I know. You have to, you know what I mean? Like, you just can't turn me against my peoples. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just that type person. I'm that type little friend to men, especially my woman. So I need somebody that same loyalty back. But I just think a lot of this malarkey going on. We don't like this and hate. And even when you hear it, you know it's personal. Like somebody fucked them over. Rather they dads, they brothers, somebody molested them, somebody hit them, this, that. Then when you got men, it's like somebody, the sister took them over their kids. She did them dirty. She screwed their friend. Something that got this bitterness. You know what I'm saying? But just like when I see black women, I see nothing but beauty, bro. You know what I mean? I can't speak to nobody else. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, I see the flaws and I could see, but that ain't what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we got our stuff, but they say I hate a black woman. It's only like what I'm like, that the struggles of women is every culture and race had a different little struggles. You know what I mean? But to say this, that, some of that is inflicted on them due to the oppression that's on them for being black. So some of the ills and some of our ills come with, it comes from, like you say, slavery, come from Jim Crow, comes from separate from equal, it comes from state sanctioned redlining to the conditions that we put as a day. So you got to understand that you can't just assess a black person without their social conditions that came along generation to generation. Nothing just was born today, like we just came here and it was just us. No, like you know what I mean. So, but to just say I hate or I don't understand it. I would just have to personally, when I look at it, got to be something went on in that person's life, because the things I like, certain things I don't like about it, but there's certain things you love about black women too.
However, this is as a whole though. This ain't even really, individual quote unquote hate. So, this is group against group, gender against gender.
Like I said, once again, I think it's like not being grounded upon who we are as people, because like some of this stuff you see, a lot of stuff I see evolve out of white culture and it comes fall right in our lap and we chew it up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Whatever they throw at our feet, cuz it's like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? They say jump, we say ha ha. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we talk all this stuff about white people, but we want to act just like them. Like, I think Brother Rick was saying early how, like, when the one sister's a little different or brother don't act like he got his own swag and about him, like, he's ostracized. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you see a brother, all the brothers wear polo, and this brother wear cultural garments, like, somehow you're eyeball, like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, something wrong with you, like, and I think, like, and that's what it been to. We just run, we just chase whatever is popular, man. I was saying, I'm making talking about this whole Patti LaBelle selling 4 million pies in a weekend. Like, we get too caught up in things. You got to see what it is. That's capitalism. Like, yeah, Patti Bell's a sister. She been living in Philadelphia 50 years. When you ever heard her do anything for the black community? I'm just being real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Let's be real. Like, we going to speak black entrepreneurs, but they got to help our plight too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but anything could be thrown on our feet and twisted any type way, and we get it. You see, I see the news, sisters out hanging out in front of H&M to buy Kim Kardashian jeans for 3 or 4 days to buy some Kim Kardashian jeans. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like anything they throw on our feet, we can't think on our own, or we can't think on our own. Exactly, that's the identity crisis, man.
I understand that. However, once again, I want to get to you, brother. I'm just saying, there needs to be more focus. See, our people are focusing on the wrong things. You know, once again, you know, we know, and any conscious person knows that this is systematic genocide. We know this, and we know it comes in different forms. You mentioned Jim Crow, you know, and we can go on and on with that. So now we have to convey it to the people so that they can think about these things and focus on this rather than the other garbage out there, like you spoke about. You know, Kardashian, all that nonsense. That means nothing because that's not helping us out any. You understand what I'm saying?
They don't want to convey that though. I mean, they don't want to. I mean, you put this stuff out there. Look, we're living in a society now. Well, it's the me society, I'd like to call it. It's all about me. Whatever I want to do, whatever my thoughts, whatever my opinions are, that's what I want to do. If you put some consciousness stuff out here, like what we're trying to do, okay, that's fine. And then guess what? I'm not interested in it. I'm not interested. They're not gravitating toward it because they don't necessarily care about that. You know, as you say, the Instagram, the internet, a celebrity, you know, lifestyle. This is what people really are gravitating to. You know, it's not important for them to find out for self. You know what I mean? They've never been taught to be an individual. You know, they're not taught at home. They're not taught at school. They're definitely not taught about whatever friends they have around. You know, whatever friends you got around, you're like, oh, you dress like me. Look at me. We're going out to the club. We need to all look, you know, similar, so forth and so on. You know, we're not stressed. Yeah, we're not stressed to be individual. That and the fact that I mean, we all know about the plan that was devised. You know, so we're not even going to that. But the whole fact is, what did quote unquote black people always had when we didn't have anything before we had money? We had God. We had spirituality. This is what is missing. You know, we don't have spirituality as a whole, as a community, as an ethnicity. You know, we have literally sold our souls to the enemy. You know what I mean? It's all about the money now. You know what I mean? When you get in dispute with someone, what's the first thing they say? Well, yo, I make such and such, such and such. I do such and such and such. Not I'm a good person. You know, I helped this many people today. You know, so forth and so on. It's like I'm driving this, I'm doing this, so forth and so on. That's the criteria that's focused on in our community now. You know, our community has gotten to a point where you're a nobody unless you're driving a certain type of car. You know, living a certain, promoting some type of financial wealth, whether it's erroneous or not. You know what I mean? That's what's going down. That's what's getting the respect. You know, the creator's not. You know, to see the creator is like, okay, I want you to be individual because that's why I made y'all to look different than everybody else. Each one of y'all look different because I want you to be different. You know, I don't want you to fall into the realm of being grouped together. You know, yes, you are a part of a group, but I want you to be individual in a group. You know what I mean? So when you talking about this hate that's going on, I mean, it's what you see. It's what's promoted. Hate is promoted. When you see these shows and they watch these shows where these sisters are fighting back and forth and so forth and so on, you don't understand. Your brain works on waves. You know, you don't necessarily have to go to a school and be sitting and talk things. You can sit down. If you sit down long enough and keep watching these images or keep hearing stuff so forth, internally your mind starts picking this stuff up. Program. Exactly. You know, so when you seeing people calling each other bees, women especially calling each other bees, so forth, so what do you see now? You see women calling each other bees, referring to themselves as a bee. You know what I mean? There's no unity, you know what I mean? Because that's not what's being shown. If anything, the divide and conquer is being shown. Exactly. You know what I mean? So that's where you're getting our hate from. You know what I mean? We got to get back to the spirituality. We got to get back to being individual. We got to get back to love. It's really, really simple. You know, it's not that extravagant at all.
Well,
You know?
well, go ahead. Pardon me. I didn't
No, it's fine. You know what I mean? But it's really simple. We have to get back to the things that got us to where, well, before I would say 1980. You know, when we were dirt poor, when we didn't have anything but God and family. We get back to those two things, then the hate is going to dissipate. We'll have to love back. When I see you on the street, I'll speak to you and say, yo, man, I love this brother. You know what I mean? Why you don't even know him? I have to know because he looks like me. He's part of my ethnicity. You know what I mean? He's going through the same things that I'm going through. I respect that. I love that, man. Just want to let you know that I love you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Not have all this dissension and backbiting and I think I'm better than this and that and the other, so forth and so on. That's not what our culture has been. You know, this is something new that we've had in our culture. You know, and we just have to get away from it. You know, but see, dialogues like this help. You know what I mean? But the whole point is the people who have this mindset of that hate, will they gravitate toward it? Will they think about it? Will they say, you know what? I do hate systems, but man, I love them. So the reason I'm hating because I'm kind of disappointed in them. You know, maybe hate is not what I'm really my true feeling. I'm just disappointed because I rely on them so much. I want to be with them so much, and they're just not fitting in the mold that you know they're all after money. You know, I want to find a sister who's not into money. You know, who likes me for me. You know, I hate them because every time I date one, they're taking all my money. You know, or when I get into a jam, they're not there. You know, so forth and so on. So we just gotta keep doing these dialogues that we're doing. You know, and I understand the frustration on your side because I can see it on your face. You know what I mean? But this is good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We should be frustrated. We should be unhappy with this. We don't want to be comfortable with this. You should have that look. You should be frustrated because see the whole point. When we start walking around and say, okay, well, such and such is going on, we become apathetic. And that's what we don't want. I think because there's so many people who are walking around like that now. You know, they say, oh, you hear about such and such, and you hear, yeah, well, you know, it didn't happen to me, so whatever. You know, every issue is my issue. You know what I mean? Because it directly relates to me. Sometimes, whether even if it's indirectly.
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
but this is good that you saw that because just let you know what's going on.
Yeah, I must have really been naive. However, I'm not now, and we're going to definitely tackle it and address it. You know, um, and once again, too, I want to say to the people, listen, you know, what we want to do is we want to really push for and promote black love,
Yes.
black unity, black community,
Yes.
black family.
Yes.
You know, these things are all obsolete right now. I mean, people don't even get it. They don't even understand this. Like I said, the refocus must be there.
Right.
Because cats is focusing on nonsense.
Yeah.
Sisters are focusing on nonsense. Right. You know, we talked about the reality show. These garbage.
Mm-hmm.
What is it? Housewives shit. This is garbage.
Right.
What does it show? It shows women, grown women, mostly our age, damn near 50 years old,
Mm-hmm.
with children. They're fighting in public.
Mm-hmm.
Profanity is out of this world. Tattoos all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
They're being men.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's come to the point where a very large majority of the sisters are this way. And the mentality is just disgusting.
But because they connect with it, you know, they want to connect with it. It may not even be the intent, but as I say, when you keep seeing these things over and over, you understand. Life is nothing but a teaching tool.
Yeah.
You are what your life experiences are. So if you are sitting at home and you're watching other people's lives go, you say, okay, well maybe this is how I should be, you know, and you're literally being taught through television.
Yeah. But once again, like we telling you, this is the plan of the European. This is the plan. And they're doing a great job. And they have been doing a great job at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, when do you understand that? Why is this being portrayed on TV? I'm going to tell you what. Even if you do see it with the Europeans, you don't see it as much as we see. Right. I'm sorry. You just don't see that. Right. Because there's a reason for that. You know what I mean? And if it was a positive show for sisters, right, it wouldn't even air. They wouldn't even put that on their waves.
Right. But they have an identity. We don't.
True indeed.
We've been grasping for identity. How long?
Very, very long. Actually, since the beginning of the country.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean? Because we can go from colored, Negro, nigger, black, African American, Afro American. I mean, we go on and on.
We can't even sit in one set because it keeps changing.
Yeah, and not only that, I'm gonna tell you one thing, which I'm gonna ask with these older brothers. I'm gonna get on. You know, to me, I hear it. I know you guys hear it too as well. You could be having a conversation, and within one sentence, a black person will say to identify with us, black people and African Americans, in the same sentence, which means there's no identity at all,
Right.
because Europeans don't do that.
Right.
They don't.
Right.
They don't do it. Actually, I don't think anybody does that. Because all we do is identify what they give us.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And I hear it all the time, even with conscious cats. I hear it where they say, you know, African American people, and then 5 minutes, not even 5 minutes later, black people. It's like, well, who?
Which one?
Yeah. If don't nobody know any better, they would think you're talking about two different people. And you're talking about the same.
Right.
The same ethnicity.